welcome to Katie Foolproof Kitchen. Thank you so much for watching my channel and subscribing to my channel to support me. So thank you so much. Today I'm going to show you how to make the chocolate chips cookie. So it's very simple to make, right? But this one I'm going to show the technique and tips to make a very similar version to the most popular and raging chocolate chips cookie in New York City. So it's called Levain. I'm not sure you've been to the store, but everyone who's been there in love with it. And the cookie is like very big, so it's not like typical small cookie. It's very high rise. It's not flat cookies. And the moment you break it in half, it's very gooey inside yet crunchy outside. So it's like, you know, it's just delicious, right? So I'm going to show you how to make a good version of it, and hopefully you enjoy and you like and you share. Alright, let's get started. Make this walnut chocolate chips cookie that's very popular in New York City at the store, Levain store. We're gonna need the walnuts here, and we will need our semi-sweet chocolates here. And the tips for this one is you want to toast the walnut first because when you bake it, it's gonna have that, like, you know, kind of like a toasting taste smell, so it's so good. And you can also peel off the skin easier because you have the skin inside. It gives you a little bitter taste. So if you toast and you rub it a little bit, it will come off, the skin come off, and it will leave a very buttery, nutty taste to the cookies when you have a bite into it. So I do recommend you to toast this for like 4 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit, and then take it out, let it cool down, and then rub off the skin, and then put into our batter. So we can do that first. And you want to use a very good semi-chocolate chips cookie. So I like to use this brand here, but it's up to you. You can use any brand you like. But we will need about 400 grams of the semi-sweet chocolate chips here. And we need about 150 grams of the walnut here. So, and we will need cold butter. Again, this tip to make successfully make this cookie is cold butter. So I'm using about 2 sticks standard. So about 230 grams of the unsalted butter. I'm going to chop in small chunks so it's easy for us to whip it up. And we will need about this one here, the light brown sugar. So we need about 125 grams of the light brown sugar, and equal amount about 125 grams of the granulated sugar. Only 250 grams of the all-purpose flour, and the other half I'm going to use the self-rising flour. So this gives it a little bit more soft, more high rise for our cookies here. So you want to have the self-rising flour. You can find it in the store, supermarket. And the eggs. So you want to use cold eggs. I'm going to use 2 large cold eggs here. So, and of course our baking powder and baking soda, and 1/8 of salt there. So I get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start with making our cookie batter here. So pay attention because this one is not the usual kind of cookies that you bake. So this one here, you're going to use the cold butter and cold eggs. So we're going to start with our sugar here. We're going to put the light brown sugar in and include it with the granulated sugar. So I mix it in about 125 grams of each. So we have 300 grams total in the light brown sugar, and the white granulated sugar. And we're going to add in our cold butter here. So I just chop in chunk and then just put in our cold butter. So with this cookie here, we're going to try to establish the batter not too overbeat. So very, very low mix up. Okay, so we're going to let it run to blend it in. After it whip for about like 30-35 seconds, we're gonna go ahead and put in our eggs, but we're gonna put in the vanilla extract. It's about 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract, and we're gonna pour in here. We're just gonna like give it a few whip here, not like mixing well, just like a couple of seconds here. And then okay, we're gonna add in our flour here. So I already shifted my flour, so 250 grams of the red cell rising flour and 250 grams of the all-purpose flour with the baking soda as you seen earlier. So we're gonna dump it in here. We're gonna give a little whisk for it to bind together. Not so much, just a little bit only. Chocolate chips here. I'm using semi-sweet. So after we add in this one, I'm going to add in the walnut here. So this one right here, I already toasted for about 4 minutes. So once you toast it, bring out more flavor to this walnut here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in our walnut as well. This one I toasted for 4 minutes already, and then I kind of skin it because the skin makes it a little bit bitter. And when you toast it, it smells even more amazing. Bring it out more texture. So this kind of like nice to have. So I'm going to put our in here. And we're going to give a little whisk here to kind of combine a little bit. And I think it's good. So okay, so I got my batter done already, and we're gonna try to roll into about 125 grams of each of our cookie dough here. So you don't have to put like too much pressure on it, just like very light, gentle here. We want about 125 grams of each here to make it into our dough. So I kind of measure so we have an equal amount. So when it bake, it will bake evenly. So it's about 125. Again, when you do put in a ball right here, you don't have to press too much pressure. Perfect. So we have about 12 cookie dough here. Like you see, it's not like perfectly round. That's okay. We don't want to pressure it. We just want to gently put into a ball, whatnot, and then we will go ahead and keep in the fridge for about 24 hours a day before we bake them. So then all the flavor will come together. So I'm going to put in the fridge before we bake. Alright guys, so this tray been preheated in the oven for about 15 minutes already with the parchment paper here. And I just took this our cookie batter out. This was in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So we're just going to put right in here. And we're going to bake it for about maybe 19 minutes at 365 Fahrenheit. And you make sure you space it out because it's going to be very big, so you don't want to put too close together. So I'm just going to put about 6 of them. And I'm going to put right into our oven now. Cookies are in the oven, and we're going to bake it for 19 minutes. I put on the top shelf because we want to establish the golden crunchy outside layers but soft and gooey inside. So we don't want to over bake it. So we're going to bake at a higher temperature than usual. So 365 is not very usual, but that's what we're going to do, okay? Alright, so let's get started. Alright guys, so the cookie was set, I took out the oven a few minutes ago. I let it sit for a few minutes, about 5-7 minutes. Let it cool down. When you can hold it up, then it's ready. So this is our cookies here. It's very big, and as you can see, it's very tall. So I'm going to break one open and show you, okay? So I sprinkle some of them sea salt on top because I like the sea salt. If you don't like sea salt, that's fine. The walnut chocolate chips cookie alone is already amazing. So I'm going to break one open just to show you, okay? Alright, so here you go. Will you look at that? Oh my god, it's so yummy. But see how high rise that is? So it's not only a cookie, it's very hot, very tall. And as you can see, a little bit gooey inside here. So that's why you don't want to over bake them. See how it tastes, okay? So yummy. So the texture is pretty much crunchy, a bit crunchy outside. So you see the golden, and the bottom here, you see it's very golden here. And then it's soft inside, so that's what you're looking for, the texture. That's what makes this cookie so amazing and so popular in New York City at the Levain store. So I hope you like my recipe. If you like it, hit like and comment, see how you do with it. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.